we go. Okay. All right, so welcome everybody. Pilates All Levels with me, Mike, focusing on our core, shoulder blades today, and hips. Please listen to your bodies. Don't push past through any pain, okay? So let's start seated at the front end of our mats. All right, with our knees bent, feet about hip width distance apart. We'll grab behind those knees and heels about 2 feet away from your sit bones, okay? And using your arms here, let's build our spine upright and closing our eyes, focusing our awareness to our breath. So keeping the chest open, shoulder blades back. We inhale, breathing into the sides of the ribs here. We inhale, creating that lateral expansion in the rib cage. And then on our exhale, we pull everything in. Okay, those abdominals fire, the ribs draw in, the navel draws in towards the spine. Okay, taking a few more breaths in like this, we keep the spine aligned. It's a big inhale. And exhaling everything in. Okay, now let's take a deep breath in. On our exhale, we pull in with our abdominals and we round the spine here. Okay, so we create that curvature as if we were on our hands and knees in a cat stretch. So really focus on pulling the abdominals in and flexing the spine, but keep your shoulders over your hips. And then from there, we sit up tall. It's an inhale, 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 sitting upright. Exhale, we pull in with our abs. All right, we flex the spine. So we get that curvature, really focusing on that low back rounding. Okay, so the pelvis tucks under, create that curve. And let's try that one more time. Sitting up tall, inhale. Last time, exhale to round. Scooping the hips under, getting that curvature, rounding, 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 and then sitting back up tall. Now adding to that curvature, we build the body up, finding those upper back extensors. Exhale, let's round the low back under and let's start to take the body back now. So we round the spine back, the arms start to lengthen, okay? We round the low back into the floor. We hold, inhale. Exhale, pulling in with your abdominals, keeping that curvature. Round the spine forward. Stack the shoulders above the hips and we'll sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, rounding, okay? So the low back rounds. We create that curvature, tucking the hips under, rolling the spine back. All right, the low back touches the mat. We inhale. Exhale, rounding, rolling forward, keeping that curvature, shoulders over the hips, and we sit up tall. Inhale, let's go for a couple more here. We exhale to round, rolling, okay, tucking the hips under, reaching our sit bones towards our heels. We breathe in, exhale, rolling forward. Now take your hands on top of your knees, push into those knees. Let's sit up tall. All right, now keep the abs in, reach the arms long out in front of you here. The arms stay parallel to the floor. We're upright. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's round. So we take the pelvis under. Let's roll the body back. One vertebra at a time. Now, hold your chest lift position here. Keep the low spine flattened to the mat. All right, you can grab your legs if you need, but just hold for a breath and eye gaze through our knees. Exhale, pulse the chest forward an inch or two. Inhale back. Exhale, pulse the chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, pulsing, folding, folding. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, drawing in. Last time, last time. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And inhale everything onto the mat. Let's scoot down towards our hips. You can bend your knees. Heels in line with our sit bones here. Hands by our sides. Chest nice and open. So we're in that neutral alignment in our pelvis and spine. Hands by our sides. Eye gaze is straight up to the sky. Okay, holding this posture here, let's focus our attention back to the breath. Breathing into the sides of the ribs, inhale. Exhale, pulling everything inwards, that navel draws in, okay? Those abs engaged, supporting our posture here on our back. Now, take a breath in. Again, with that lateral breath, we exhale, the navel draws in, and let's start to flatten the low back into the floor. So tuck the hips under, pull in with those abs, that low back rounds into the mat, just exactly what we were doing seated. Now we inhale, let's find our neutral. We rock back to that neutral. Exhale again, tucking the pelvis under, imprinting, flattening, rounding, 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 and then back to neutral. So watch that those glutes don't grip when we tuck. So try not to push with your legs. We try not to push our hips under with our legs or our glutes. We draw the navel in and we round our low back into the floor. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, that navel draws in, that low spine flattens to the floor. Now, back to neutral, we inhale. Exhale, tuck the hips under, flatten the low back into the floor. Let's start to elevate the hips up, okay? Don't let the knees splay out to the sides, maximizing that tuck. The hips lift, glutes, hamstrings are active, keeping the ribs down, chest nice and open, shoulders back. Inhale, hold at the top of your bridge. Okay, think of that lateral breath, keep those abs firing, and then exhale to roll the spine down one piece at a time. Okay, working each piece of the spine into the mat. We flatten the low back to the floor, and then we rock our hips to that neutral again, all right? Inhale to prepare, exhale again, flattening, rounding. Imprint the low spine into the mat, and then elevate. Now the hamstrings, the glutes, they kick on. Maximizing that tuck, we elevate, the spine peels up one piece at a time. Okay, don't let those knees splay out to the sides. All right, we keep that tuck, it's an inhale. Exhale to control it down one piece. So really think of the upper back rounding into the mat, and the mid back. Work that low back into the floor, and then find neutral. We inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the hips under, imprinting, flattening, elevating, keeping that tuck, keeping that tuck. Good. Okay. Keeping the hips lifted, shoulder blades back, arms working into the floor. Let's maintain this bridge now. Keep this height. Inhale, drop the right hip down towards the floor. The spine will start to rotate. Now exhale, square the pelvis back to center. Now inhale the left hip down towards the floor. We hinge. Exhale, drive with the left leg, squaring everything back. Inhale the right hip towards the floor. Exhale, everything back. We return. Inhale, the left hip drops down. Don't let the knees splay out to the sides either. So we get that rotation within the hip. It's an inhale. Exhale back to center. One more with that left hip. We inhale. Exhale back to center. Hold for a breath. And exhale. Let's slowly roll the spine down. One piece at a time. So work the low back into the floor. Find neutral. So neutral alignment, pelvis and spine, abs are in, okay? Inhale, take the right knee out to the side now, keeping our position. Exhale that right knee back, okay? So you can even take your hands under your hips as you move. We inhale the left knee out to the side. Exhale that knee back, okay? What we're looking for is a stable posture here. We're not letting the low back round or tuck or arch. Okay, we keep our neutral as we move our legs independently of our hips, okay? Inhale that right knee out. Breathing into those abdominals, keeping the rib cage down. Inhale the left knee out to the side and exhale back. Now one more right knee, inhale. Exhale that right knee back. keeping the ribs down, left knee. Exhale that knee back. Now hold in center, okay? Keep the chest open. Lift the right leg up tabletop. Okay, tabletop is where our leg is lifted up off the floor, but the knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, foot is pointed. Now inhale, set that right foot down. No shift in the pelvis, the left leg lifts tabletop. Okay, in this march here, you can keep your hands by your sides or on your hips, just making sure that there's no shifting in the pelvis or spine. Right leg, inhale to set that right foot down. Exhale, the left leg lifts. This march here, keeping our position. Inhale the foot down. Exhale the opposite leg up. Getting this range of motion within your hip joints. That left leg lifts. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, the right leg lifts. Inhale it down. One more left leg. Lift that left leg up. Hold it there. Lift the right leg to match. Now, holding this position, let's float our hands above our shoulders. Palms face each other. Keep the abs in as you reach your arms out to a T. All right, now inhale, take your knees to the right. Keep the left shoulder on the floor. Exhale, pulling in with your trunk. Let's return to center. Take your knees over to the left. That right hip lifts up off the floor. Exhale everything back to center, alternating sides. Inhale. Exhale, pulling in with your trunk to return. Tall in our alignment. We take our knees over to the left. All right. Exhale everything back. We draw a line across the ceiling with our knees. It's an inhale over. Exhale, pulling everything back. We return. Inhaling our knees over. And exhaling back, okay? Keep the feet pointed. Nice clean rotations in the spine. Keeping our shoulder blades rooted to the mat. We inhale over. Exhale back, okay? One more to the right. Finishing to our left. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, everything back. Hold. Inhale, your right foot to the floor, left leg to match. Let's squeeze our feet and knees together. Let's all interlace our fingers behind our head. Our elbows lift into our peripheral vision. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, pulling in with your abdominals. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest up. Eye gaze to our knees. Hold for a breath. Exhale to lower down. We go again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chest lifts up. Drawing the navel inwards, eye gaze to our knees. We breathe in. And exhale to lower down. Deep breath in. Exhale, folding the spine forward. Okay, those abs pull in. Eye gaze straight toward knees. Hold. Deep breath. Exhale to lower down. Couple more. Exhale, chest lifts up. Pulling the navel inwards. We flex the spine forward. Head weight in our hands. Inhale. Exhale down. Now adding on. Exhale, chest lifts up. Let's reach for our legs. Grab your legs. Come up a little higher. Okay, now maintain your chest lift height. Keep this position. Eye gaze straight forward to your knees. Inhale the hands back behind your head. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Tabletop. Now inhale, set the right foot to the floor. Exhale, the left leg lifts tabletop. This marching here, keeping the pelvis still, spine aligned. Inhale the foot down. Exhale the left leg up. Keeping those abs in, maintaining that flexion. Exhale the thigh towards you. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Inhale the foot down. One more right leg. Hold the right leg tabletop. Exhale, let's rotate the spine to the right. Let's all grab that right leg. Okay, I got my right hand behind my right thigh, left hand on top of that left shin, that left knee. Okay, now keeping that position, inhale, take both hands back behind our head, rotate to center, place the foot down, inhale, exhale the left leg tabletop. Let's rotate towards that left leg. Let's all grab that left leg. All right, holding it there. holding it there, coming on up. We line our chest up just outside that left leg. We take the hands back behind our head, place the hands back, return to center, place the foot down, lower your head, neck, and chest to the mat. Separate your feet hip width. Take the elbows out to the sides. Keep the fingers interlaced. Let's tuck the hips under, flattening the low back into the mat. We'll start to elevate the hips up, back into our bridge. All right, we keep that tuck, elevating, elevating, ribs stay down, ribs stay down. Keeping that tuck. All right, we take a deep breath in and then exhale. Let's roll the spine down one piece at a time. So alternating flexion with extension. Let's round the low spine in the mat, find neutral, inhale, elbows into our peripheral vision. Exhale, pull in with the head, neck, and chest, lifting up. Find the chest lift, grab your legs again, coming up a bit higher. Now, take a breath in, lace the hands back, lift the right leg tabletop. Exhale, rotate to the right as you straighten that right leg out long. Rotate back to center, pull the thigh back in. Inhale, rotate to the right, okay? Extend the right leg long, pull it back in as you return to center. Two more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull that leg back in. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull it back in. Set the foot to the floor, stay lifted. Exhale, the left leg tabletop, hold. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, rotate to your left. Straighten the left leg long. Inhale back to center, rather exhale back. Inhale, rotate to the left. Exhale, pull everything back in. Two more. Inhale, rotate. Exhale back in. One more. Rotate, rotate, stay lifted. Pull the thigh back in. Lower your head, neck, and chest to the floor, arms to a T. Cross the left leg over the right and bring your knees to the right for a twist here. Let's go right hand on that left thigh, pressing into that thigh, keeping the left shoulder blade on the mat. Taking deep breaths in and out, getting this opening here. Think of length in the spine here, all right? Both arms to a T, pull in with those abs. Let's switch legs right over left. Let's take our knees now to the left, reaching with the right arm, left hand on your right knee, keeping length in the spine. Tall, getting a good opening here. Okay. Both arms to a T, pull in with your abs, uncross your legs, hands by your sides, feet hip width distance apart, prepping for our bridge again. Now, shoulders back, take an inhale, exhale, pulling in with your trunk muscles, imprint the low back to the mat. Let's elevate the hips back up. All right, shoulders back and in the mat. We got length in the spine. Press those hands into the floor. We inhale. Exhale, lift the left leg tabletop. All right, stable on that right leg. Inhale, touch the left foot to the floor. Exhale, that left leg back up. Keep your posture. Touch the foot down. Maintain that hip extension on that right leg. Keep the hips high. Two. One more. Hold. Inhale, straighten that left leg long. Take the leg towards the floor. Flex the foot. Bring the leg back up. Exhale down. Inhale, flex that foot to bring it up. Full shoulder bridge here. Drawing that thigh towards you for two. Let's go one more. Pull, 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 pull. Now point that foot, bend the knee. Set the foot to the floor. Deep breath in. And then exhale to roll the spine back down. Okay. Work each piece of the spine in the mat. Find neutral. Reset your feet. Deep breath. Exhale again, imprinting, hollowing, flattening, elevating, working those hips into the bridge, shoulders open, arms into the floor, inhale, stabilize the body on the left leg, right leg lifts tabletop, inhale, touch the foot, right foot to the floor, exhale that leg back up. Inhale to touch, exhale to lift. Getting that hinging motion at that right hip. Stable in that left glute for 2. 1. Now inhale, straighten that right leg long. Exhale it to the floor, flex the foot. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale down. Inhale, flex the foot, bring it up. Exhale down. Inhale, flex, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, flex, lift. Towards the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale down. 2. And up. 1 more. Flex the foot, bring the leg up, point the foot, bend the right knee, set the foot to the floor, reset your hips. Now keep your bridge, take the arms overhead, hands hovering up off the mat. We inhale, exhale to roll the spine down, one piece at a time, reaching those arms long overhead. Okay, work each piece of the spine into the floor. Finding neutral, inhale. Exhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. We fold the body forward, back into our chest lift here. Holding, holding. Take a breath in. Let's lace the hands back behind our head, stay lifted. Exhale, the right leg tabletop, left leg to match. All right, now stay lifted, point the feet. Inhale, take both knees away, touch the feet to the floor. Exhale, pull the knees back, reset. Inhale, take the knees away. Exhale, pull the knees back towards you. Stay lifted. Take the knees away. Keep that 90-degree bend at the knees. Pull the thighs towards you. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale. Take the left knee away. Rotate the body to the right. Switch through center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale through center. Exhale, rotate. Alternating legs. Keeping your shoulder blades lifted up off the floor. Staying lifted. And twisting. And twisting. 1 more each side. Rotating around the spine. Last one. Back to center. Grab your legs. Come up a little higher. And then just relax everything to the floor. Pulling your knees to your chest. Just rock the body side to side here. Okay, now hold in center. Reach your arms out to a T. Okay, legs go. Actually, let's circle our hands by our sides, legs tabletop, and then straighten the feet up over the hips. Corkscrew here. Tall in our alignment. Abs are in. Take your feet to the left. We inhale. Exhale, circle the legs out and around and return. We go to the right. Inhale over, exhale, circle the legs out and around and return. Keep the abs in. Inhale the feet over, exhale the legs out and around and back. Inhale over, exhale those legs down and around and return. Chest stays open. Working those abdominals to support and stabilize the spine. Bend your knees. If this is getting into your low back, to the left, down around and up. 1 more to the right, down around and back. Return, bend your knees. Grab those knees and then lift the head, neck, and chest up. Push those knees into your hands and let's roll round up to seated here, balancing on our sit bones. Okay, legs together, we're round. Here we go, keeping that curvature. Inhale the body back to the base of your shoulder blades. Exhale up to seated. All right, at your own pace. Inhale back to the base of the shoulder blades. Exhale up. Pause. Inhale back. Staying round. Exhale up. Pause. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale up. Pause. Inhale. Staying round. Exhale up. Pause. A few more. 2. One more, one more. Balance. Now hold, grab those legs. Shins parallel to the floor. Let's point our feet. Okay, use your arms. Let's sit up tall. Hold, pull in with the abs. Take the hands, arms long. Okay, teaser prep. Round the spine. Do your best to keep your legs still in space. The low back touches the mat. And then we inhale to sit up tall, flat back. You can grab your legs. That's fine. Exhale, rounding. Two more. Low back touches the mat. Inhale. Rolling back up, flat back. Last time. Last time. Exhale. Exhale, rounding. Low back touches. Inhale, up, 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 up. Grab those legs. Bend the knees. Heels to your sit bones. Feet together. Just round forward. You can grab those feet. Opening up the hips here. I'll take my hands behind me to prop my hips up and fold my body forward over my feet. I'll get a deep hip opening here, tall in my posture. Keeping that flat back. Lengthen the spine here. And then we'll lower our hips to the floor. Let's all scoot back. Legs will straighten out long in front of us here. Okay, so sitting up tall, let's all interlace our fingers behind our head, okay? Flat back, abs are in, elbows wide. We inhale, now exhale, pull in with your trunk. Let's go to our left, rotate the spine to the left, inhale to return. Exhale to your right. Keep the sit bones still as you move. To the left, inhale, exhale, to the right. Using those trunk muscles, making this twist happen around the spine. Inhale to return, exhale to rotate. Inhale to center, exhale, we rotate. Keeping the chest open, moving around those abdominals and those back extensors. They work together to make the twist, okay? Go to the right, rotate to the left, take your right hand to the left leg, okay? Take the left hand behind you, use your arms. Let's get a twist in this direction, pushing into our hands, twisting the spine, opening, opening, opening. Now we take the hands back, rotate to center. Let's rotate to the right, left hand, right leg, right hand behind us here. Rotating, rooting through our sit bones. Getting a good twist here. Opening the mid back. Let's take the hands back behind our head. We rotate back to center. Now separate your feet. Take the hands in front of you here. Take a breath in for our spine stretch. So we're seated up tall. Now exhale, nod your chin to your chest. We round and roll the spine forward. Okay, we're peeling that spine off that imaginary wall. We reach the hands past the heels here. We breathe in. Exhale, pulling in with your trunk muscles. Keep the abs in. Let's slowly stack the body up tall, one vertebra at a time. Again, inhale. Exhale again. Unpeeling the spine up off that wall. Folding forward, reaching the hands past the heels. We breathe. And exhale. Reversing, slowly stacking up. One piece at a time. We'll do a couple more of those. Deep breaths. Exhale, rounding, rolling. Take the hands past the heels there if you can. Inhale, exhale, reversing. So really keeping those abs in. They support the spine as you stack the body up. Last time. Rounding, rolling forward, reaching the hands past the heels if you can. We breathe. Exhale to reverse. Rounding, rolling. Now we sit up tall. Let's all interlace our fingers in front of our sternum here, getting some upper back work here. We're gonna get some good shoulder blade work, prepping for some upper body. Now we keep the chest open, fingers interlaced, okay, right in line with our sternum. We pull, let's go to the right first. All right, reach in this direction, and then pull in the other direction, resisting, okay, with the opposite arm. So pull in one direction, resist with the other, keep the spine aligned, focusing on the muscles in your upper back and shoulder blades. Pull and resist. Don't rotate the spine. Keep your position. Okay, so we'll get some activation, some strength here. Working those shoulders, those deltoids as well. Pulling, resisting. Okay, again, reaching. We'll go one more, each direction here. Taking that arm over. One more in the other direction. Back to center. Now hold in center, hold, still pulling in either direction. Take the hands away from you. Circle the hands in line with your navel. Bring the hands up in line with your forehead. And down around. And back up. Pulling in either direction here. Really getting that strength in that upper back. Okay, and we reverse. Bringing the hands up, circling down and around. Okay, getting that strength. We're pulling these hands apart here. Okay, now take the arms overhead, pull to the right. Okay, and then pull to the left. Resisting, keeping the body stable and still feeling that work in the upper body here. Okay, and then just one more, each direction. Pull and resist. Back to center and just relax there. Holding the body forward. Okay, and then take the feet about hip width distance apart. Take the hands behind you. The fingers can either point forward or out to the sides. Okay. Take the chest open, shoulder blades back, point through the feet. Okay. Keeping those arms behind you. Yeah, if your wrists are tight, you can take the hands out to the sides. All right. If not, the fingers can point forward. Okay, abs pull in. Let's elevate the hips up, getting a chest stretch, opening the front of the body. Lower the hips back down. Okay, back support here again. Elevating, getting the hips to extend. Inhale down, moving, and try not to throw your head back. Keep your neck, your head in line with your neck and the rest of the spine. We got one more. Pull in, lift, lift, lift. And lower the hips back down. Now, bring the legs together. Palms face each other, hands forward. We inhale into our roll up. We exhale to round. Rolling the spine, working each piece of the spine into the mat. Taking the arms overhead. Inhale, the hands come up. Head, neck, and chest lifts. Round the low back into the mat. We exhale all the way up to seated, keeping that curvature. We breathe in and then exhale to reverse. Rounding, rolling those inner thighs work. They squeeze together. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhale all the way to seated. Keep that curve. We breathe in and exhale to roll. Rounding, working each piece of the spine and in the mat. Couple more. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhale up to seated, deep breath. And we reverse, we got one more. All right, inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhale all the way to seated. Now just easy forward fold, round the body forward. And I'm gonna scoot to the front end of my mat. Let's all round and roll all the way onto our backs again. And just stay on your back here for rollover. Hands by our sides. Chest open. Shoulder blades back. We lift the right leg up, tabletop, pulling with the abs, left leg to match. Now, inhale, straighten the legs out at an angle here. Let's stack the feet up over the hips. Exhale, rolling the lower body up over. the upper body, legs parallel to the floor. Inhale, flex the feet, separate. Take your feet to the floor and exhale to roll the spine slowly down. All right. Point the feet, circle the legs together. Inhale the feet up over the hips. Exhale the legs up and over. Inhale, flex, separate, hinging at the hip joints. We take the feet to the floor. Exhale to roll the spine down. We work each piece of the spine and the mat. Reset, legs together. Inhale, feet up over. Exhaling the legs over. Inhale, flex, separate again at the hip joints. Take the feet to the floor. Exhale to roll down. Each piece of the spine making contact with the mat. One more. Legs together. Inhale. Exhaling up and over. Inhale, flex, separate again. At the hip joints, we hinge. Toes to the floor. Exhale to roll down. Point the feet. Circle the legs together. Pull the knees to your chest. And then just rock the body side to side, working either side of the spine into the mat, rounding into the floor. Okay. And let's take our feet to the floor, one leg at a time. Actually, keep the right knee, pull the right knee to your chest. Let's take that right leg across the midline of the body, reaching it towards the left side of our mat. We can reach the right arm out to a T here. Deepening this twist, reaching that right arm out. Breathing here. And pull that right knee back in. Left leg draws in, slide the right leg long, take that left knee across the midline. We set that left knee to the floor and let's all push into that left knee. We'll reach that left arm out, keeping our hips stacked. Opening, getting this deep twist here. Breathing in and out. Okay. And we'll pull the knees in. All right. And just one foot at a time to the floor. Let's all lay on our left side. All right. So on our left side here, you can rest your head on your left arm. Knees will be bent. All right. Heels in line with our tailbone. Okay. Let's lift our left underside up. So we have some space there between our left side and the mat. If we just let our ribs collapse and sink into the floor, we'll lose our alignment. Okay. Hips stacked, abs in. Neutral in our spine. Let's lift that right knee up. Okay. Inhale that knee to the floor. Exhale that right knee back up. So we get that rotation within the hip joint, getting that glute to fire. It's a lot like those knee dropouts we did earlier, only this time we're on our side. And we're using the glute, we're activating the glute to lift that thigh up. It's an inhale down. Exhale, lifting that thigh up. Abs pull in. We lift and lower. Couple more, couple more. Go for one more. Now, knees together. Pull the knees up so they line up with your hips here, okay? So 90-degree angle at your hip joint, 90-degree angle at your knee. Let's lift that right leg all the way up and return. Okay, the heels detach. And we lead with the knee. Okay, we don't want the hip to turn in. We're isolating the glute here. We need to keep that knee in line or slightly higher than that foot. One more. Lift, 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 keeping the trunk active. All right, now set that leg down. Let's reach for that ankle. Let's slide the bottom leg long. Place that right foot on the floor. Got my right hand on my right ankle. Point the left foot. Let's lift that left leg straight up. Set it down so that bottom leg gets some inner thigh work here. We lift and lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Okay, keeping the abs in, lifting that leg back down and go. That inner thigh range of motion here, lifting and lowering. 3, 2, 1 more. Lift, 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 lift. Now set that foot down, bend both knees. Let's stack the heels on one another back into that glute clam position here. Come on up to your left elbow, okay? So left elbow here, heels back in line with their tailbone, same as before when we were doing our clams. Now lift your underside up. Spine is aligned. Take the right arm to a T. Thread that right arm between your left elbow, left hip. Square your shoulders to the floor, opening the chest back up, okay? Going again, thread through. Getting this rotation stable in that left arm. Once more, rotate. Returning now, hold here, hold here. Push the knees into the floor, lift the hips up, side plank. Bend that right elbow, fingertips to the right side of your head. Move the body around that left arm. 4 repetitions here. Square your chest to the floor. Open the body back up. 4. Okay, moving the body around that left shoulder. Exhale up for 3. 2 more. 2, 1 more, 1 more. Get that rotation around that shoulder. Square the chest to the floor. Open, open, open. Hips to the mat. Find a mermaid-like posture or a figure 4. Left hand overhead. Yeah, just like that. You got it. And tilt your body. Let's go to the right here. Stretching that left side. And from there, you can deepen the stretch by squaring your shoulders to that right leg. Okay. Getting that opening there. And then let's build the body up. Let's take that right leg, that leg of the glute we worked. Let's take it in front of that left knee. Right? And then let's hug that knee to our left shoulder. Okay. And we'll do our best to root our right sit bone into the mat. We pull that knee to the opposite shoulder and then we open. But yeah, so we're doing our best to weight that right hip into the floor. We sit up tall and then we rotate. So we're pulling that right knee to our left shoulder as we move, getting that glute to open up a bit. All right. And we'll return to center. Let's switch sides, okay? So come onto your right side now. So on our right side here, we line our sit bone, our tailbone, or our heels in line with our tailbone, resting our head on our right arm here. All right. So we pull in with our abs. Abs are active. We got some space between our right side and the floor. Let's lift now that left knee. Return that left knee back. Again, lift. Abs are in, getting that rotation within that left hip joint. Set the knees together and go. Abducting, getting that outer glute to fire. Inhale, exhale, lifting that thigh up, getting that rotation, keeping neutral. 2. Go for 1 more. All right, now pull the knees in line with your hips. Knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Let's lift that left leg up and return. Go again. That thigh, that whole thigh lifts. Keeping the abs active, knees together. Lifting now, keeping length in the spine. We're tall. Getting that hip to abduct and lifting, 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 keeping the hips still too. Getting that movement within the hip joint. 1. Knees together. All right. Okay. Grab that left foot. Pull that left leg towards you. Straighten the right leg out long. All right. From here, let's lift that bottom leg straight up and back down. So still work to keep the pelvis still. The foot lifts. using the inner thigh. Working that right inner thigh and lift. Okay, deep breaths in, keeping the abs in. We lift and lower. Getting that inner thigh to work. Last two. One more. And back down. Okay, from there, feet and knees glue together. Come on up to your right elbow. All right. Find that shoulder blade alignment. Chest is nice and open. Let's take the left arm to a T. Thread it between that right elbow, right hip. Untwist, opening. Okay, again, rotating. Moving the body around that right shoulder. Opening back up. Okay, one more. Opening back up. Now hold. Okay, reach the left arm to a T. Let's push the knees into the floor. Now bend that left elbow. Fingertips to the left side of your head. Rotate. Try to square your chest to that right arm. Open the body back up again. Rotating. Opening back up. Two more. Moving the body around. That right arm. Last one. Opening hips to the mat. Find that mermaid posture, okay? So we sit up tall, take that right arm, tilt the spine now to our left. So you tilt there, stretching that whole right side. See if you could square your chest to that left leg. Opening. All right, and let's stack the body back up right here. So that leg, that left leg we worked, let's cross it over the right knee. We'll pull that knee to our right shoulder. Okay, trying to root that left sit bone into the mat, building the spine upright and tall. Okay, opening the body to the left, keeping tall. Twisting, using our arms, rotating the spine in this direction. Breathing in and out. Okay, and then return to center. Okay, let's make our way into a prone position on our stomach. Okay, so come on down. Let's start with our hands below our shoulders here, face hovering up off the mat. Okay. Let's bring our feet together. If you can, bring your feet together. That can put some strain on the low back. Otherwise, keep the feet about hip width. All right, ribs on the floor, abs in, shoulder blades back. Let's inhale to lengthen our head, neck, and chest forward and up. We'll use our upper back extensors here. Lowering down. All right, again, inhale, lengthening the head, neck, and chest forward and up. Tall in our alignment. Okay. And resist back down. So again, inhale, lengthening the spine forward and up. Okay, we work from the upper back. We keep the abs in. Pelvis is stable and still. Lengthening forward and up. Controlling it back down. Let's go for one more. All right. And lower back down. Now hold here. Let's float the hands up off the mat. Okay, now take the hands out, reach them out to a T. So we get those shoulder blades to activate again. Now hold this position. Abs are in, no low back strain. Lift the right leg up. So see if you can access that right glute. Lift the right leg up. Now set it down. Left glute turns on. Lift that left leg up. So we alternate legs here. Okay, abs are in. Keep the hands floating up off the floor. You can even rotate your palms to face forward to challenge your shoulders a bit more. Okay, the glute fires on the left leg. Lifting that leg up, set it down. Right leg lifts. Getting that hip extension tall. Think length in the spine. Abs are in. Okay, now as the right arm lifts or right leg lifts, can you lift the left arm a little higher? Return. Left glute, left leg, right arm lifts. Alternating. Right leg, left arm, right arm, left leg, one more of each. Left arm right, right arm left. Bend the elbows, hands below your shoulders. Let's push our elbows into the floor. Let's take our hips back for a rest position here. Bring your hands all the way together here, stretching the arms overhead. Okay, you can even bend your elbows, taking your hands behind your head into a bit of a prayer position, and breathe. Okay, so a good stretch underneath the arms, getting this overhead mobilization here. You can bring your hands to the right side of the mat there. I like to grab my left wrist with my right hand, and then bring your hands to the left side. Once again, I'll grab my right wrist with the left hand. Breathing in and back to center. Now, hands and knees. Let's stack the shoulders above the hands, feet hip width, tall in our alignment, abs in. Okay. Take a breath in. Now, exhale, pulling in with the abs. Let's round the spine, tucking the hips under, creating that flexion. Okay. We round the low back. Now, back to neutral, we inhale. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest forward and up, working that upper back a bit. Exhale, return, inhale. Let's actually exhale, stretch last time each side, rounding. Inhale, lengthening the head, neck, and chest forward and up. Okay, hold in center. Let's curl the toes under, lifting your hips up to find your Pilates up stretch. Okay, head can rest between your heels, between your elbows, not your heels. You can reach your heels towards the floor. All right, doing our best to mobilize those ankles. You can alternate bending knees. All right. And then come on down to both knees again. Let's open up the hips a little deeper. Let's take the right knee to the right hand, pivot around that right hip so that left or right heel lines up with your left hip. Let's sink the hips back, okay, and try to keep a flat back as you bend the elbows, hinging your body into that right hip. And I actually will like to rotate a little bit my spine, all right, to the right or to the left. You can play with exploring within that right hip joint, but really focusing on opening that glute. Okay, come on back up. We'll switch legs here. We pull the left knee in, pivot, left heel in line with the right hip. Let's sink back into that left glute now, hinging into that hip joint. Come on down to your elbows if you like. Sinking there, getting that movement within the hip. You can rotate to one direction or the other. Stretching out that glute. Getting that opening. Tall in our posture. Tall in our alignment. All right, all right. And come on up. And we'll finish there for the morning, everybody. All right. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Juliana. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for joining.